Ty House from Since1974Radio.com. If you would like to have your music heard here on the dopest playlist on the web, nothing but Midwest independent artists, send your MP3s along with the name of the artist and the name of the song to show at Since1974Radio.com. Show at Since1974Radio.com. It's just that easy. Send me an email, I get it on. Just that easy. Ty House, peace out. Since1974Radio.com. Hey yo, are you tired of spending high prices just to have on the same outfit as everyone else? Well, check out the Original Lifestyle Studios. The Original Lifestyle Studio has men and women fashions, hats, shoes, custom clothing, and specialty items from local vendors. Mention that you heard this ad on Since 1974 Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. The Original Lifestyle Studio, open Tuesday through Saturday from 2 to 8 p.m. Located at 426 Broadway Avenue, Lorain, Ohio. 440-654-2758. That's 440-654-2758. Or visit wearelorraine.com.
This is Since 1974 Radio.
We in there? What's happening, people? July 15th, 2015. This is Since1974Radio.com. I am the DJ. Ty House producing.
What up, though?
What's popping, brother?
Oh, man, I'm another year older over here, bro. I'm just
happy
trying to maintain.
Belated birthday.
Right on, right on.
Your birthday weekend.
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
Lovely weekend. Lovely weekend here
Drinking
in the city
all
of Lorain,
that alcohol. Talk about that alcohol.
Yeah, I finally had the opportunity to make it up to Mutts, hang out with you. That was real live right there, bro.
That was it was good seeing you in there, man. It was good seeing you in there. Finally got a chance to make it up, doing my ones and twos.
Right. Yeah,
and the threes and the fours.
Up there at Mutts, man. If you ain't made it out, you better make your way up to Mutts on Fridays, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up there again on Friday night. I am the DJ in the building. This is my show.
In the building.
It wasn't it? Oh my gosh. All different flavors too.
Yes, Lord.
Yes,
Lord.
For all my heterosexual males out there in Lorain County, if you're looking for a place to meet some fine young ladies, but you better come correct, because they got some polish about themselves. Some of them,
I guess.
Some I'm trying to give them some credit, man. I know some of them they do. It's I refuse to ever let my city take on a bad reputation, because I'm from here, and I love it here. I know a lot of good people that do some good things around here, talented people, gifted people, giving people, loving people, So shout out to everybody that supports Lorain.
Shout out to the City of Love. International city.
We're gonna play that song later. Happy belated to my homeboy the Paint Man.
Yeah. Man.
I had a wedding.
Hold on, man. I've been talking about this all week.
What happened?
So we gotta kind of at least mention what happened at the end of the night.
Man, I was trying not to, man, but I didn't like. Man,
why does that have to happen at the end of it? At every club at the end of the night?
At every club, right?
Yeah, it's not just here in Lorain, or it's every club. There's not.
Is it a? And it's not a. It's not a.
I mean, you can't.
Is it the hip hop? Is it the music? We was talking about this last week. Is it the music?
It's.
You can't.
I would hate to put it on the music, but I mean the music promotes, violence. I mean,
after you play, at least I would say out of my whole set, I probably play at least 15 songs where somebody's getting murked,
Right.
somebody's getting smacked.
And it's generally got something to do with some money. And we was around some drinking, some women. I mean, so you just kind of put it right there in the. But I mean, I say that to say, if you took that same crowd and put them in suit and ties, you still had that same atmosphere. It's the same crowd. These the same people. They just got on suit and ties.
Yes.
That same incident gonna happen.
So again, is it the music though? Is that the X factor? Because we can say it's the drinks, it's the people, it's all these different variables. But when it comes down to it, is it the music, man?
It's the music.
I really gotta. I hate to say that because I've been fighting this battle, but
our music is a rebellious music. You know what I'm saying? We was always told no with this music.
Right.
That ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna do nothing. Don't nobody want to hear that noise. You know what I'm saying? And now it's the music of choice because it's a rebellious. Because that's what, like we talked about a couple of weeks. That's what America is.
yeah, yes, sir.
That's the the voice of the country right now.
It's kind of like a mosh pit. You know what I mean? That same, because that's they do that in I don't think it's heavy metal. I think it's a certain type of genre of rock where that shit happens. Head banging type of shit.
So if you was playing, say, instead of a lot of down south trap music, so say, because that's what most people dance to in the club.
Yeah.
It be down south trap music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where they be talking about, we selling drugs, we get the bitches, we get the money, and I'll pop you if you fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So if you was playing more of, what's my man's name? Jadena. I'm a classic, man.
Yeah.
So if you was playing more of the flavor of his hip hop, do you think you would still have that same element? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Cause hip hop is not a teenage thing anymore. I mean, it's 40 years old. So I'm hip hop, and I can get down with all flavors of all forms of hip hop.
Man, you know what, man? I really hate. I did not plan on having this conversation today. I did not plan on having this conversation today, but I'm kind of having an epiphany right now, and it's hurting me because I often say that there's different type of music for the mood that you're in or the different activity that you're doing. When you're washing dishes, you might play a certain type of song. When you're in the shower, you might play something. When you get up in the morning, if you play sports, when you're getting amped. And that's the kind of music that is playing, that the people want to hear out in the bar right now.
Right.
That in the urban club, they want to hear that trap music. They want to hear the Migos. They want to hear.
Why? Because is it because it's an escape from what they do on a normal basis? I say that to say this because I had a young lady tell me the other day, I like what you do at the radio station. I like how you provide a platform for these young independent artists that really don't have a platform. I like how you do that. And she was like, but I tuned in. And I really couldn't listen because I had my daughter with me. You know what I'm saying? And hip hop is not necessarily clean. You feel me? Even when you clean it up, it's not clean.
And you know
it's
what?
Street.
It is, and it should not have to apologize for being that.
No,
it should not.
And that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Like, she was like, maybe you should change that, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, we do got 70,000 listeners checking us out monthly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Through the TuneIn and the website. So, yeah, I'm feeling that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to have to start.
Yeah,
I'm to get us a live button,
right? I'll make them little knuckleheads. Shout out to the 422 boys.
Yeah.
Man, they going to get on the come up. I am going to have to get them in here.
Yep. They definitely gonna do their thing.
Put them on the hot spot since they always want to run around trying to fight somebody and do all that type of carrying on. But like I was saying, I had a wedding on Saturday.
Okay.
Shout out to Quan and Dion Shelton.
Congratulations.
It was a beautiful wedding, man. And this is a young lady I went to middle school, high school with her, so I've known her for a long time. And the guy that she married seems like a real cool dude. And you know, her maid of honor went to school with her. Some of the dudes on the guy's side of the bridal party, you know, I knew them too. So it was a real cool event, man. And we turned up. I love doing weddings. If you're getting married, if you know somebody that's getting married, tell them to hit me up. I'm very price efficient. I got them deals for you and provide a professional service for you. And it's more than about the music that's getting played throughout the night.
Cause you know that's where I was gonna go.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so much more than that. You know, it's managing the night and coordinating what's going on, because that's what I learned early. Like, nobody told me that, because I jumped into the wedding game, you know what I mean? Just no experience whatsoever, just straight up like, yeah, I could do it, you know? Seems simple enough. And but what I learned after probably doing about the first 5 or 6 is that you're really coordinating the event. And you got to talk to the photographer, you got to talk to the caterer. You're constantly in contact with the bride and the groom and the best men, and then you have different requests from family, and I'm not talking about music requests. I'm talking about, you know, all different types of things that they might ask you to do because they assume that you are in charge.
well, you know, if you ever need some help,
Hey man, you know, we got some
take some pictures, do some video. You know, I do all that too.
we got some projects coming for you.
Okay.
This is a big week in Lorraine. We got Rover Fest coming this weekend.
Bow.
Shout out to Rover's Morning Glory. You know, we might have to reach out to that dude. He might big time us like the other big homie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Jive turkey. That's what we call them.
You know, but it's all good. But I got my ticket today.
Okay.
So
Who
I will
all gonna be
down
there? I know Flow Rider gonna be there.
Man, Flow Rider gonna be there. I think a band called Seven Dust, maybe, possibly. They might have been there last year. That might be why I'm thinking that, but I think they might be there. And I think a band called Andrew WK.
Okay.
And the only reason that I know them, they had a song on Madden 2009.
Okay.
Which I'm still playing on the original Xbox, the black original Xbox, because I don't fuck with video games. Like, when I play them, I get into a mode where, you know what I mean, I just need to not think about something, and I just want to get into a fantasy world and just, you know, do something else.
Right.
But I'm not spending no money on that. So I play my old game. But they had a song that's on there, so shout out to them. There's also there's a cat from Illyria that's opening up, I guess. Matt Campy.
Right.
He hit me up on Facebook trying to he was putting some t-shirts together. So he's gonna be out there opening up, and he's gonna have some t-shirts. I guess he got a song called Show Me Your Boobies.
Dun, 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 dun.
Which is
Shit.
gonna be, so I hope I see some boobies
You
this
definitely
weekend.
gonna see some boobies. You expecting about what, 20, 25,000 people?
Man, honestly, I don't think it's gonna be
10,000?
that. I think more like in the 10,000 range. You
That's
know, I
still a
think
lot of
it's.
people.
I'm gonna count when I'm down there, Ty. We gotta find a way. I'm gonna call in.
We need a drone for the
and give
weekend.
you a
That's
live.
what we need.
Man,
We need a fucking drone.
don't
for the
you think?
weekend.
Don't you think it's a tunnel somewhere?
Hey, look, it's a bunch of.
to over there.
I don't know if I want to
Can't
say
we
that
just-
on the air, because
can't we
that
just
might be
pop up over there.
That might be my way in. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll say that. Tell you that during the break.
Yeah, I
I
need
went and scoped some shit out the other day. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that though, man. That
Right.
should be a
And there's a pool party going on this weekend.
yeah. You said V is doing that.
Yeah.
Shout
DJ
out
Spaz.
to V and Spaz with the pool party.
It's out in
See,
Amherst. They moved it to out in Amherst.
They moved it to Amherst.
Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah.
Word
The folks
fuck
over
up,
at
man.
over on Oberlin, wanted them to RSVP. Only let a certain amount of people.
See,
go.
didn't I tell you?
Yeah, we had that
I
conversation.
told you.
But they going out to Amherst, which was a little bit interesting to me. Like, for
Man,
real?
like now y'all
Amherst
can't
gonna open
pull
it
that
up?
off at. That's a damn shame that they can't pull that off at like a Oakwood or Central at one of these pools in Lorraine.
Right.
Lorraine.
You don't have to have a police presence.
Lorraine. You know what? But they might have not wanted to have it in Lorraine for that purpose. Who
Right.
knows?
So we gonna see, man.
Is that a real dog? Or was that on the track? Is that a real dog?
Man, ain't no telling what's going on
That's
inside
a
the
real
one
dog,
vision
man.
recording studio,
Close
man.
that door, We gotta close that door, man.
Ain't no telling what's going on.
I done seen. Thank you. Since I, this is the sixth, only the sixth edition of the show, but I done seen random cats walk in here, and of course you got your occasional bug or something like that. I remember Ty, you told me about the bird, so I feel like that happened to me because you told the story so vividly. Marcus, was that you barking like a dog? Damn! Hey, man, soulful voices. Look at that's a soulful Marcus Cross, man. Hey, for real, that's his calling, man. Voiceovers.
Right.
He got one of them voices. Like he could be in a Disney movie.
Oh,
hey,
man.
that's man, and that's what I always tell people.
Hey, man, I want to do a animated movie so bad, but I
you
can't
gotta
draw
figure
a
out
lick.
just how to do everything. Get
just
with
wanna
the
put my voice on the
animators,
character.
Put the script together, man. Let's put the script together and make some shit happen. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. It's 24.
That was my
hours.
previous. That's what my previous phone call was about. Is that little movie we've been shooting. I'm gonna have scene 1 for y'all here, episode 1 for
What's it
y'all
called?
here.
You just had a beat drop, man. I love it.
Here in Lorraine and shit.
love
That's
it.
what we gonna call it. Here in Lorraine. For real, we ain't even came up with no name of it. We don't got no character names or nothing. We just giving you the raw and uncut. It's a reality show.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You gonna love it. I'm gonna give it to y'all by the end of the week. By the end of the weekend.
I
Probably
gotta
Sunday.
say,
Give y'all something Sunday night to watch.
shout out to the big homie LeBron Raymond James Sr.
Sneaker name Raymond.
I believe that's his middle name. I think that's his middle name. For re-ing up with the Cavs. I mean, everybody knew it was pretty much a foregone conclusion, but you never know with that dude. And he knew he set that precedent before. Don't never think you know what I'm gonna do because I'm a free man.
Right.
It's called free agency for a reason. And the team that you play for in the year that you come up as a free agent, they have what's called bird rights. Mm-hmm. And it's named after Larry Bird. And it gives you the right as a team to offer more money to that player than any other team can. Now that is the only right that you have to that player as a free agent. Now if he's a restricted free agent, then you have the ability to match any contract that he would receive from another team. As an unrestricted free agent, the player, they could just do whatever they wanted. It doesn't matter. You have no type of rights, but you would still have those bird rights, which would be the ability to offer them more money than any other team would. And a lot of dudes nowadays, that's what they're doing.
That don't mean
they're
you
going for the
escape that
money.
luxury tax though, as an owner.
But you know what, man? I want to eliminate the conversation of the luxury tax from, what sports fans talk about, because that ain't even for us to worry about. Because we out.
That's a lot of money coming from your
fuck
team.
that, man. Especially, I don't want to hear about Dan Gilbert paying it, because we talking about millionaires paying more millions.
But to have
Billionaires
to pay an
paying
additional,
millions.
but to have to drop, what is it like 62 million right now?
You got to pay the cost to what?
Hold on, I'm already
Got
paying.
to pay the cost to be.
I'm already paying the cost.
No, I don't know. You got to pay more.
Okay, so
Because
do the players get a luxury tax? Because they got money that we don't got. That's just luxury tax.
What
to
you
them.
mean? Do the players got a luxury tax?
Are they being luxury tax for their income?
Who the players? Why should they be luxury
They're
tax?
making millions.
They're being worse than luxury tax. They're being capped. They're being capped.
Man,
So that's worse than a tax. I would rather you say I'm gonna take X amount percent extra of your money than to say you cannot make any more than this amount right here. Because if there was
what you're saying is, if you had to hire some employees next door, you
at the lifestyle studio at 426
you
Broadway,
are a business owner. You wouldn't have a problem paying that luxury tax because you done became successful, or you done bought in to get the best to deal with the best graphic designers in the country. You done brung these cats in, and because you done basically monopolized the game.
If I had the money to do it, I would do it.
And you wouldn't have an issue with the luxury.
I wouldn't have an issue with it.
You wouldn't think it was unfair.
If I was
that
in
you
the
giving
if I was
million.
if I was in the fashion game that heavy, okay, and I had the dough, and I was bringing in all the freshest talent, on the design side, on the embroidery side, on the manufacturing side, and I had to pay extra to do that, and I made a calculated business decision and said, okay, I'm still going to make money. Right. I'm just not going to make as much money.
So I'm gonna give a percentage to my competitors.
Yes, and I'm gonna pay them to let me kick their ass with the hottest and the best of the best.
For what?
Talent.
For how long? Is you just gonna do this every year? You gonna pay this $62 million, or is you just like, all right?
As long as I will reevaluate every year. And as long as I'm still making money.
Look, this who it hurt. This who the luxury tax hurt.
It hurts Dan Gilbert.
Nope, it don't hurt Dan Gilbert. It hurt me and you. When was the last time we went to a fucking Cavs game, bro? That's why that shit hurt us, because he passed the buck on to us. Them ticket prices, them jersey prices that your kids gotta have.
But the prices have not changed. Well, I tell you, they went up when LeBron came back. They went up when LeBron came back, but that's supply and demand. That's because you went from having thousands of free tickets every night to it being sold out. And that's why the price goes up.
Okay. That price goes skyrocket. All the players he done gave the cap to this year.
There is a
he like Kevin Love getting what, 17 million? 18, 19, 20 million?
Man, I think he got 5 years, 110 million.
Okay.
Bro.
Kyrie getting what? Another 16, 17 million?
Yep, he's getting about 16.
You giving LeBron 23. Where the cap at? Where the cap?
Oh, you probably got less than 10 million after paying those three guys.
And you done doubled up TT.
You know what? I'm not gonna say that because I think the cap did go up somewhere.
If you keep Verjao, he on the hook for another 10.
But this is what I'm saying. That is not for us to worry about.
I'm saying
because Dan Gilbert is. Let me ask you this. With McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? With McDonald's change prices and stuff like that, we don't worry about that end of the day profit. That at the bottom line, how much is this company profiting? And that's what that luxury tax comes down to.
How much you think a number one gonna cost you if these McDonald's workers get $15 an hour?
Well, first of all, I don't eat McDonald's.
I remember when it was $3. It's like $6.75 now.
Yeah.
So how much you think?
I don't fuck with McDonald's, but this is where that conversation comes down to. When you talk about big corporations, right? Okay, Walmart, McDonald's, anywhere like that, right? And you're talking about what the employees at the front lines, your cashiers, are getting paid minimum wage versus what your upper level management, and then even all the way to the executive CEOs where people are making millions, okay? And even the people making six-figure salaries. And because we live in America, when you subject yourself to employment, to being employed by someone else, you then give them the power to determine your worth. And there are some people who are fortunate enough to work in a union environment where you have a group that collectively bargains for your wage, and
Right.
that's a blessing to those who are in that. Personally, I was a teamster for a little over 2 years, so I'm not gonna act like I was a union guy. For 25, 30 years at Ford Motor Company and retired or nothing like that, but I know a little bit about it. And I was in management for another 4 years, managing union employees. So I see both sides of that. But the bottom line is when you are employed by somebody, you're going to get paid what they tell you can get paid. And that comes at the
Not in the NBA.
advantage to the owner, to the rich people. So how can you tell this person what they should be getting paid versus what the big boss is getting paid? And when you go work for somebody, you give up that right. You know what I mean? And that's why McDonald's will always be able to find people to work for minimum wage.
Man, McDonald's don't even really care about the employee, but the owners of McDonald's, they just care about they getting their money from the franchises. You know what I'm saying? They got maybe, how many McDonald's is it? 20,000 McDonald's.
I mean, across the whole world, there's definitely tens of thousands.
God damn, they is some paid,
It's
amazing that they not wanted to just like, who owns McDonald's? Who is McDonald's?
I mean, it's a publicly traded company. So it's the
damn.
people who own stock in McDonald's. I'm sure they have a group
monthly
of people
meeting.
who are stakeholders, majority, and all that shit, man.
Damn hamburgers.
I mean, America.
They've been at it for what, about 60 years now, though?
Yeah.
Close to 60 years?
Yeah, I would say so. So, Shy, no shade thrown on the I Am the DJ show. I done busted down a couple McChickens in my day. Got me through some storms.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Ronald and them. I heard they brought the Hamburglar back. They put, that's the country, that's the type of country I don't want to grow up in, when you say like, oh, we can't have the children thinking it's okay to steal hamburgers. We must put the Hamburglar away.
Right.
Let's change him to someone else.
What you think about the president?
I
I got something I want to play real quick and see if I can get this to work.
You talking about Barry?
Yeah.
Shout out to Barry O.
Let's see if we can get this to play right. I'm going to cut that down. I'm going to cut this up.
I'm going to drink some water.
You're a low-level drug dealer or you violate your parole, you owe some debt to society. You have to be held accountable and make amends. But you don't owe 20 years. You don't owe a life sentence. So let's look at the statistics. The United States is home to 5% of the world's population, but 25% of the world's prisoners. Think about that. Our incarceration rate is 4 times higher than China's. We keep more people behind bars than the top 35 European countries combined. Our prison population has doubled in the last 2 decades alone. For what we spend to keep everyone locked up for 1 year, we could eliminate tuition at every single one of our public colleges and universities.
I've heard enough.
That was
Am
the
I back
killer.
in? Man, I hope the people heard that. Did that get in?
Yeah, I got in.
Because I didn't hear all of it. I heard about it earlier. I hope the people heard it. If you didn't hear it, that was President Obama talking about prison reform. You know, I'm gonna start calling him Pastor Obama, Reverend.
I got one more I want to run.
You got another one? Let me. Is it him again?
This is him.
Okay.
I don't know if this one gonna work neither. But we trying something new here since 1974. Y'all are test dummies today.
Mass incarceration makes our country worse off, and we need to do something about it. For nonviolent drug crimes, we need to lower long mandatory minimum sentences or get rid of them entirely. We should not be tolerating overcrowding in prison. We should not be tolerating gang activity in prison. We should not be tolerating rape in prison, and we shouldn't be making jokes about it in our popular culture. That's no joke. These things are unacceptable. Do we really think it makes sense to lock so many people alone in tiny cells for 23 hours a day?
Okay,
for months,
I'm ready.
sometimes for years
We
at a
live.
time?
Can we get back?
That is not going to make us safe.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Right there.
Let's follow the
Yeah,
growing
perfect,
number
right there.
of our states and cities and private companies who've decided.
We live.
I hear you, Barry, man. What year is it, Ty?
It's 2015.
2015. Barack Obama was elected in what year, Ty?
2008.
2008. It was 2000. It was 2008. He will be the president for another year
Year.
or
One
so.
more year.
So he's got another year left. And this is, I mean, I'm sure he's talked about it before. I'm sure he said something about it before, you know, but this is the, you know, now that it's getting this attention. So that's like two different conversations, you know. Is it up to me as a citizen, if I really care, to track down every Obama speech, to hear what he's talking about, to really see if he's been dedicated to prison reform and if he's been talking about it, because the condition of the prisons has certainly worsened since he's been in the presidency. I would just say that to guess, but it's definitely like in no like astronomically worse position or better. You know, I would say it's pretty much the same. It's been fucked up for a while now. Pretty much everything that he's talking about right now has existed for at least the last 20, if not 30 years or more. So, I mean, it's cool to hear him talk about it because I know he's got a lot of different things to cover and to be up on. But to me, that is one of the more crucial issues in this country, because specifically when we're talking about weed and even cocaine to a lesser extent, because cocaine is used by everyday people who are in all walks of life, politicians, judges, police officers, teachers, all the way down to, you know, the cashier at McDonald's. Same with marijuana.
I just want to say, I have to mention that he was speaking to the NAACP when he mentioned that.
Man, you know what? You know what, Ty? I can't even. This is because this is my show, okay, and I have the I'm gonna take the liberty to do this. You know, shout out to the president, man. Shout out to you. But part of my whole belief system is that people tune in a little bit too much to the president. And I would say for anybody who is up late trying to do some research on something and just want to dig into something, look up the act of 1871 and look up the second Constitution and just read about that a little bit and just, but I'm a little more focused on.
I'm wondering why he talking about criminal justice reform when he just got this deal passed with Iran.
I
think
we need to know a little bit more about that. Is just it's too.
There's something that ain't gonna happen.
The federal government it's too much for me, man. That is the definition of doing too much, and I don't think we need all of that, man. I don't think we need all of that. I think we need some of those funds that go to federal. I think the federal program that we need is the military. I think definitely I'm all for supporting a fully stocked and loaded military with the latest up-to-date defense weapons ready to shred a rat to tat. I want the drones. I want the space program. I think that the fact that the space program has, slowly been like declining and not really like prospering, that kind of tells me something's going on out there. That's a whole nother conversation.
Man,
we're not even gonna.
Don't let them fool you. They're making more trips in outer space right now than they ever
go down
have
that
ever.
route. I mean, and that's the whole thing. It's just like shit like that. We'll never know. We could sit there and we could talk about it.
It was through NASA. NASA was telling us, but now it's privatized.
Right.
They going out there when they want to go out there. Like pow! It's probably a rocket just got shot out there just while we was talking about that shit.
Yeah, it's a different world. Ooh.
You want to take a break?
Shout out to William. Yeah, let's take a break. What song you got lined up for me?
City of Love.
Shout out to
J Messiah.
SVE, J Messiah, Marcus Cross. Who is that? Is that Define on there?
Yep.
And the ladies of Define. I want to get them on here too. Shout out to the whole SVE crew. This is City of Love on the I Am the DJ show. This is 1974radio.com.
This is where I'm from. It's the city of love. Rain, Ohio.
D-Run, I got it.
This is where I'm from.
Necessary, came in lethal, even legendary. Achieving greatness is secondary. Creating is priority. No frost, this seniority. Elder Scrolls, Hannibal, Burrows, upbringing thorough. Top authority, black Superman, black Jesus, niggas, black royalty. Single parent home, dying didn't spoil me. Grind underground, fracking, black gold, oil, Texas tea as if I'm JT. 16s, I quarterback. High efficiency with striking targets, I'm throwing that. Owning rap, I own the game, soon to own the map. Ownership, you hear the owner all over these tracks. This my legacy, I'm all in. I hustle, I'm soulful voices, entertainment, brains, brand muscle. Built from ground up, foundation don't crumble. Remain humble, God up when we stumble.
From an international city. Rain, Ohio. My people say the way of love. Rain, Ohio. Heart of it all, ain't no denying I'm proud. The home of the Titans, you can't deny it. No one can do it better than us. This is where I'm from.
And I got it, go get it with spotted. Since mobbing with Dorian Fleming and Lawrence Thomas, Paul Williams, Alexander Henderson, constant. Before hip hop culture was prominent, anchors through my conscious ciphers with SOSC. My cousin Fat Man, lay it flat like welcome mat. If you was coming for me, all I get is love. Ain't no one gunning for me, all I give is love. Don't worry about running from me, no fear. I'm a Fields Chapman, cheers. My confidence came from familiar, not money or gear. Cars that I steer, make it glass clear as fast as I live. ain't always how they appear. When your boss up, peers are no longer your peers. And your enemy start as Judas is all in your ears. Understand Satan is near. Lord bless us when these devils interfere.
I'm from an international city. Rain, Ohio, my people say it with me in love. This is where I'm from. My people just show me some love.
Now that the sun is out, let's see what the rain's about. I'm playing basketball and knuckleheads be wildin' out. Let's take a ride on the south side, dirty 30. The girls be fly, the guys spitting game, nothing nerdy, cute little Missy Boo. Sexy in her halter top, cause later in the club, baby girl makes the body rock. Let's take it to the east side, let's ride. When G Street and Massachusetts both collide. Where the happiness, thugs get the gaffling. Boys and girls hooking up like they were raffling. To the west side, got pocket in my stereo. Puerto Rican low ride, pushing out their reggaeton. I'm about to make it known, I represent 11 home. I peep a shorty licking on her ice cream cone. Caramel skin, color tone, walking home from El Capone. No need for her to be alone. Lorraine, Ohio, this is home.
An international city. Rain, Ohio, my people say it with me in love. Rain, Ohio, heart of it all, ain't no denying from. The home of the Titans, you can't deny it. No one can do it better than us. This is where I'm from.
www.since1974radio.com.
From the soul, y'all. I got a red bone, thick chick. I got a yellow bone, thick chick. I got a brown skin, thick chick. I got a dark skin, thick chick. And they know we run the city like the man. Got the keys to the city like the man. I'm a G, I'm a motherfucking plan. My goons are blasphemy. Say your plan.
Red bone, thick chick. I got a yellow bone, thick chick. I got a brown skin, thick chick. I got a dark skin, thick chick.
I'm a red bone bag. Think I love her, but
I'm yellow bone thick.
I always wanna and my brown skin down. Down like a mother and my dark skin chick treat my dick a sucker, so I call her lollipop. She's the lollipop queen. And I'm the candy man, I keep that flavor, nah man. They loving that's winning, so I'm dunking on these niggas. If you ain't got a hustle hand, I ain't all with you. I'm just lamping in the AK. I'm fly, you screaming Mayday. Wake up, roll a blunt, then I puff. Today is payday, cause every day is payday. When you hustle, keep that JJ. She hit me on my phone, now she calling me her baby. Got a red bone, thick chick. I got a yellow bone, thick chick. I got a brown skin, thick chick. I got a dark skin, thick chick. And they know we run the city like the man. Got the keys to the city like the man. I'm a G, I'm a man. My goons are blasphemy. Say your prayer.
Red bone, thick chick.
I'm hot, I'm hot.
I got a yellow bone, thick chick.
I'm hot, I'm hot.
I got a brown skin, thick chick.
Check.
I got a dark skin, thick chick.
I run it like the mayor. I'm a dog, son, say beware. I chase down a yellow brick road, feeling like the scarecrow, cause I'm searching for that brain. She said she know my name. She said I'm young and winning, and my nigga run the game. You ain't heard, I'm the man.
I be the man.
I'm your baby daddy lame.
How I can.
I'ma f it like I hate you, but first eat it how you like it. I don't wanna date you, I don't wanna wife it. I just want the party, but I will take the paper. If you down for the team, then you can be a player. Got a full-fledged roster. You can call me coach, but the number one rule, bitch, you can't be broke. Red bone, thick chick. I got a brown skin, thick chick. I got a dark skin, thick chick. And they know we run the city like the man. Got the keys to the city like the man. I'm a G, I'm a mother plan.
Yeah, you already know what it is. BBMA, Drew, Ayo Ray, I see you. Hey,
I just want to think about life. Got me sitting back thinking what's left, what's wrong, what's right. I just want to toast to my life and take a shot to the head. Let's just forget about tonight.
got big banks like Phil, broke, faded just like Will, though fresh. Put a drink in my cup, I'ma live it up, ain't giving up, I'm ballin'. No referee, but a damn sure earned my stripes. Was starlit like a dead car, wasn't getting far, so I got some drive. You see, I died for the future, cause I live for this moment. Shit, I own it. Time is money, and these low lives blow it. See, hold me back when I was struggling, was taking for a bumpy ride. It wasn't buckled in. I'm making toast and making bread up in the morning. This a warning, life ain't always what it seems, so don't get on it. My face up in the glasses, I relax and I reflect. One time to all my people on the grind that never slept.
I just want to think about life. Got me sitting back thinking what's left, what's wrong, what's right. I just want to toast to my life and take a shot to the head. Let's just forget about tonight.
Much love to the real. It's a hard time grind. I got that hustle in my heart. Cause I got money on my mind. Pedal to the metal, whipping through the ghetto. Hard black jeans, but my young, but my yellow. Coming from the middle of the map. Say your prayers, then sleep with your strap. So one time for my doing fair time. One time for my in the state. One time for my head broke. Real talk, I can't relate. Go.
I just want to think about life. Got me sitting back thinking what's left, what's wrong, what's right. I just want to toast to my life. Take a shot to the head. Let's just forget about tonight.
I just wanna talk about every little thing. I swear me and my seen so many things. From struggle down to happiness, happiness down to struggle. I'm living the double, like to see us out the struggle. I'm so tired that I have to hustle. I'm so fired up, but I'm humble, and I'll never fold it to crumble. Just taking off like a shuttle. We done came from the bottom up, and now we sitting in this club, and it's bottoms up. And I got that red cup with that little lag. Got a homie sloppy on, I'm trying to hit that. You won't rub it, it ain't no mismatch. And when I'm done, you can have that. Get that, flip that, get racks. If it ain't BBM, skip that. Still staying as a new baby, illuminating every time it's pitch black.
I just want to think about life. Got me sitting back thinking what's left, what's wrong, what's right. I just want to toast to my life. Take a shot to the head. Let's just forget about tonight.
Hey yo, are you tired of spending high prices just to have on the same outfit as everyone else? Well, check out the Original Lifestyle Studios. The Original Lifestyle Studio has men and women fashions, hats, shoes, custom clothing, and specialty items from local vendors. Mention that you heard this ad on Since 1974 Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. The Original Lifestyle Studio, open Tuesday through Saturday from 2 to 8 p.m. Located at 426 Broadway Avenue, Lorain, Ohio. 440-654-2758. That's 440-654-2758. Or visit wearelorraine.com. What's up? This is Ty House of Since 1974 Radio. A couple of days ago, I was looking for a new exotic restaurant to impress a lady friend of mine. The homeboy suggested the Underground Grill. The Underground Grill, located at 401 Broadway Avenue in Lorain, Ohio, had everything I was looking for. Great Latin American cuisine, warm atmosphere, a friendly staff, and best of all, affordable prices, making the Underground Grill the perfect place to share a meal with your significant other. Look them up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. The Underground Grill, located at 401 Broadway Avenue, Lorain, Ohio. 440-288-4745. That's 440-288-4745.
Reliable and affordable shoutcast audio or video hosting, JWN Media offers complete shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
You're listening to Since1974Radio.com, the Midwest best independent hip-hop and R&B.
You are now rocking with the hottest Midwest playlist on the web. Since1974Radio.com, home of the Midwest best independent hip-hop and R&B.
And we're back. It's the I Am the DJ show on Since1974Radio.com. Before we left for break, we was talking about a whole bunch of different things, but one of the things I want to bring it back to is the NBA free agency.
Right.
And because there was another big free agency story that just even further illustrates, you know, the point that I was kind of saying about the free part about it, but with the little twist to it. The homie DeAndre Jordan. If you don't know anything about DeAndre Jordan, I believe he was definitely, if he wasn't first team, he was second team all defensive NBA center, legitimate, 7 foot type dude. Jumps out the gym, dunks on crazy. I mean, he shoots free throws at the same level, if not worse, than Shaq. He doesn't have much of an offensive game outside of putbacks and dunks, easy dunks, but really good rebounder, protects the rim very well. He was set to get paid. Homeboy agreed to a contract to go play for the Dallas Mavericks. Free agency in the NBA opens up on July 1st, I believe. That is when these guys are allowed to start talking legally about their contract. Now, you know that they start talking about this stuff way before this date of July 1st, which is in the NBA legal world illegal. But it goes down. But they're allowed to talk about the deals and agree to a deal beginning on July 1st, but they're not actually allowed to sign the deal until July 9th. So DeAndre Jordan, I believe around July 3rd, shortly after the opening of free agency, made a verbal commitment to join the Dallas Mavericks. DeAndre Jordan is a 26-year-old man, millionaire. This is his first big-ass contract, but he was already a millionaire. You know what I mean? He's a big boy. Long story short, he could not sign that contract until July 9th.
Mm-hmm.
So
during that time,
around the 7th, a little bit before they started to rumble in his old team with the Clippers, they heard it. He might be having second thoughts. Day before the 9th, a couple days before, they sent the whole squad out. They sent the owner, who is a billionaire.
Right.
Okay. They sent the head coach. They sent Blake Griffin. They sent Chris Paul. All-star players. Chris Paul was somewhere in the goddamn Bahamas on a banana boat with LeBron
real quick.
and
need you.
and D-Wade.
We need you
And
real quick.
We swam back
We're gonna come get you.
and got to Houston.
Man, like you said, the balling dude, Clippers owner,
Yeah, Ballmer, Steve Ballmer. Shout out to Steve
hella
Ballmer.
rich.
He
Hell
don't
yeah!
care.
Shouts out to the homie
Now
Steve Ballmer.
that's a big homie that don't care about the luxury tax. Say something about the luxury tax. He want that ring. You cannot. And you know why I'm gonna tell you I don't care nothing about the luxury tax? Because go ask Karl Malone, John Stockton, Charles Barkley what they would pay to have a ring on their finger. Go ask, and that's why you just saw David West take a million and a half.
Couple of those players
Spurs.
you mentioned ran up against Jordan though. That doesn't have nothing to do with the luxury.
Yeah, it don't, but it's because it was different game back then. But that's just to illustrate that you cannot put a price on winning a championship, and furthermore, you should not be putting a cap on what these dudes can get paid.
I guess I mentioned that for Cleveland because you are putting yourself in a position where you are about to pay a luxury tax, and there is a very, very, very real possibility because you're not even the favorite going into next year.
They're the favorite.
No, they are not.
They're the favorite.
No, they are not. You better check on San Antonio, sir.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, it's a couple of teams in the West ahead of Cleveland. Cleveland is expected to be there.
The Spurs wasn't ahead. I don't think the Spurs was ahead until they just signed. No, man. Odds as of July 15th, Cleveland Cavaliers 11-4.
And what's the odds of the Spurs?
They're number 2 at 3-1. Cavs are still number 1 right now, though. This is from Odds Shark. You don't go to Bovado? Yeah, let me know. But basically, you know, I was talking about this a couple weeks ago. In baseball, there is no salary cap, and these guys can get paid, you know, however much they want to, with no penalty. And in football and in basketball, you have the salary cap, which is just kind of ridiculous because where else in life, you know, do you have a salary cap? I guess in some businesses, like I used to work at UPS, and there was what was called top rate. But this is in a much different profession. You still have gazillions being made, but you have much more employees to take care of, and you really cannot, there's not measurables as far as statistics to say, okay, this employee is more valuable to me than this employee and per se deserves more. Because a guy like LeBron James, if there was no salary cap, you could not put a price on what that dude deserves to get paid. Do you know?
So you would just. So you saying LeBron should just get paid $100 million for playing basketball?
Fuck yes, more than that. He's worth more than that, and no other player in the league should even make half of that. And he's worth that.
I guess
because he's the best player in the world.
So that like, how much do the best teacher in the world get paid?
part of the system, man.
Man, I mean,
different.
that's my problem with it. Like, what does LeBron bring to society? What does he do that makes him? Because he can run up, because he's 6'8", 260.
Now
he get
here's
100 million.
Now
Run up and down the court, dunking 3-point, get 100 million. In 1 year?
Go downtown. Okay. Go downtown and go talk to all of the business owners who own restaurants around the Q. Me personally saw a huge economic impact from the Cavaliers, you know, because of LeBron. Would not have been possible without LeBron. So, and specifically Dan Gilbert. The value of the Cavs doubled when LeBron came back. Doubled.
Those restaurants downtown,
yes,
they down there not because of LeBron,
but they do better.
Because of
they
the Cavaliers.
Do better, though. No,
LeBron. Okay, so what I'm telling
LeBron,
you, what I'm telling you is, LeBron been in the league 10 years.
12.
Whoa, that makes it all that much worse.
Yeah,
he not gonna play much longer.
I think he's got a good. I think he can play 20 years. I think he can play 20 years.
LeBron is not gonna do what
I think he can play 20 years if he wants to.
LeBron is not gonna do what Kobe doing right now. LeBron is not gonna do what Kareem did.
I think LeBron wants to play with his son. I think he's on some Ken Griffey,
LeBron
Ken Griffey
is not
shit.
Gonna do. LeBron not gonna do what Jordan did, man. We not gonna see.
What did Jordan do? Jordan played 15 years.
We not gonna see Jordan.
Jordan played 15 years,
but he played past his prime.
He played 15 years.
Them years in Washington, we ain't need to see that.
He averaged 20 a game.
Man, we didn't need to see that. That wasn't Michael Jordan. That wasn't Michael Jordan.
He still had his moments. I don't think he would take that back. And we can't take that from him.
Man,
he felt like he still had something left.
I didn't like seeing Kareem lumber up the court.
We can't take that away from them dudes, though.
Okay, but I'm saying
LeBron
not gonna do that.
We can't take this $24 million away from Kobe.
LeBron done been ridiculed enough the beginning part of his career. He's not gonna deal with that at the end of his career. You got maybe 5-6 years left for LeBron.
6, 8, same thing. Same thing.
And then what happens? Because
that's a whole nother story. I mean, that depends on what type of players. Kyrie, Kevin
Love,
still
gonna have fans
Tristan.
coming to see the Cavaliers.
But what I'm
at
saying
the restaurants eating.
But what I'm saying is, if you talk to those people and you ask them and you go look at their books and you see how much more money they made
because
this past year versus the previous couple of years when he wasn't here, and then go back to when he was here.
Okay.
And you look at that and you say, well, what changed? It's LeBron.
What about the people that was there 14 years ago?
There's no doubt that owning a business in downtown Cleveland, you're gonna have opportunities to make money.
Exactly.
But if you talk to these people, and now I've heard them say this. This is straight out of their mouths.
So you can raise your prices because LeBron in town. Basically, you can fleece the market because LeBron in town.
If you want to, you can do that. You can do that anyway.
Right.
And that's the beauty of living. And you know what? That's a beautiful segue, because a lot of what we've been talking about, not only today, but since the existence of this show, you know, we talk about the flag, we talked about the church murders, we talk about people fighting in the club, we talk about all these different things. And right now we're talking about business and free agents. And we live in America where we are free to do a lot of things.
Right.
So when we have these conversations, you know, I think that there is the first question a lot of times that people don't ask is, okay, is this legal or not? Right. Because when it comes to financial things, you know, that's very important. Primary.
Man, you could bet on summer league games.
at the least. You know,
Oh,
it's freedom. People. So how do you limit people's freedom and say that you can't do this, you can do that? It's a very, very, very slippery slope to walk. And over the past couple of weeks, with the gay marriage thing,
right.
with the Bruce Jenner thing, you have all these people, spewing their opinions on what is proper and what should be and what should not be.
Kind of like, I'm glad you bring up the whole Bruce Jenner thing.
Mhm.
Like you was going right in this direction. With Serena Williams,
What's she do?
they've been criticizing her physique that we so much adore
What
and
they
admire.
trying to say? Who?
They
what?
saying she's overly muscle toned. They saying she look like a man. But yet,
Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man.
y'all trying to tear that woman down for the hard work that she done put into her body. But yet y'all praise this Bruce Jenner motherfucker for what he did. This nigga done won courage awards and all kind of shit, bro.
I haven't heard any recent backlash on Serena Williams' body. I mean, I have not.
Shit, you ain't been online.
I haven't seen, man. The last thing I saw about Serena Williams online, my homeboy posted a picture of her bent over, and the muscle cheeks was just, looking very,
very lovely.
Shout out to Serena Williams.
I love you, sweetheart, but
who is the greatest women's tennis player of all time, certainly, and
wow,
in the conversation. As the greatest tennis player, period.
Wow, that's big. That's big talk right there.
And ask somebody that knows something about tennis, and she's definitely in the conversation, undoubtedly. But again, talking about freedom, and with all these things going on, I just want to ask people to be cautious when you hear about these things in the news and you draw these conclusions and you say how you feel and you feel so strongly about it and you don't want to, and you're just like, no, I know I'm right about this. They shouldn't be able to do this.
Man.
This should not be happening. No, I don't want to hear it. And regardless of why you're saying that, whether it's because of religious reasons, whether it's your personal,
it's your own personal
experiences.
Belief. And that's supposed to be your American way.
Your
American right to believe and be free to do and say what you want to say.
And here lies the circle 8 and the infinite mind fuck of a thing this is to think about. Because I'm asking you to not be judgmental and to be flexible with your beliefs and to be tolerant of other people's beliefs in their lifestyles, and to not be a hypocrite. But it is your right to do so. Just as it is the other person's right, in most cases, to do whatever it is that you are being critical of. And that is just an infinite, it never stops.
Right.
So I just float above that because I understand that. I've been able to transcend that. And
right.
I don't get caught up in it.
So what you're saying is you have your own opinion on certain situations, but you just keep it to yourself.
In some cases. I mean, I used to use Facebook as an outlet. But I was thinking about this the other day, and here's where this quote comes in handy. It's not a perfect quote yet, but basically what it is that when you're young, you hear people always tell you, parents and older folks, speak when spoken to, okay? But that, you associate that with something that you tell kids to shut them up. But that really, the purpose of that extends well beyond being a child and into being an adult. Now, you have to, it's not meant in the same way as far as, only speak if, an adult asks you a question. Once you're an adult, you're a fellow adult, so it kind of takes on a different meaning.
Right.
But don't ask, don't tell, type of thing. Like if you know that your opinion on something, might differ with somebody's, it might cause a problem and damage a relationship that you don't really want to, or start some static that you don't really feel like dealing with. It's well within your rights, just like anything. And that's what I'm saying right now, is that I understand. I look at things, okay, on those two different levels. Like, yes, I can feel a certain way about this. I can personally feel like, you know what, man, that's fucked up of you. You should, I can feel like that. I can understand that. That's one level. But the other level is this person allowed to do this? Are they breaking the law? Should they be free to do this?
Whose law?
Whose law? Right. And again, that is an infinite mind fuck of an adventure to go on. And I just choose to live.
That's an acid trip.
Above that, man. It is
Good
crazy,
mushroom
man.
conversation.
Oh my gosh, man. And that's why I just, I hope I don't never, get that knock on my door and see the men in black, I hope I don't just, randomly wake up somewhere or something like that. But I mean, I just, if y'all is coming for me, let's talk before you do it. I got some questions. Just clue me in. I could probably help. I mean, if y'all just tell me what's going on, I mean, I could be a asset. Just, y'all gotta fill me in. I'm not just gonna be out here doing.
I posed
doing
a question
dirty
the
work.
other day. This is going way off subject, dealing with the Illuminati.
Yeah, that same subject.
I said it. Do the Illuminati, or however you say it, do they recruit poor people?
Man, I don't.
Can a
I
poor
would guess
person
not.
be in the Illuminati?
I don't think so.
So if you started off poor,
yes,
and you was one of the few that made it out and became successful and had an abundance, then you would be approached. When do you make it to that level that you approached by a bunch of guys with masks over their face or something, and they
man. I
can't
mean,
tell you who we are?
man. I can only hope that I would amass. Like, I mean, I think that's one of those things that if that shit really happens and it exists, it's like a blessing almost, because we all have these dreams of being financially stable and being rich and being wealthy, and it comes with extraneous outside things that you may not really want, but it comes with it. It comes with the territory. And that just might be one of those things, and you deal with it when it comes. But man, there's definitely, it's the United States Corporation, man.
United States of America. You can get paid in this motherfucker though if you follow the rules. You work by the blueprint. You can get paid. It's late.
It's a lot of ways. If you just stay off the radar,
you gotta forget the whole let's fuck up some commas. Yeah. You gotta forget the whole I got stacks in my pocket, because that is not getting paid. You got a couple stacks in your pocket, that's not no money, man. I could rob you and take that from you and put you back to zero right now. Just that easy.
Yeah, that's just a word to the wise. I mean, there's so many, and that's why I call my business the Lifestyle Studio, because I recognize that people have different lifestyles, and your lifestyle is everything. That's you. And people take that for granted, and they focus on certain parts of their life instead of looking at it as a whole thing. Like, what type of lifestyle do I want to lead? You know, do I want to be that dude that's up until 6 in the morning and the dude that's got different girls calling him and that? Or do I want to be the family guy? Or, you know, do I want to be the housewife? Or do I want to be, you know, a slacker? You know, it's all about your lifestyle.
50 Cent.
Curtis.
He
That's
filed
how
Chapter
you play the
11
game,
bankruptcy.
man. That's how you play the game.
No
That's
doubt.
what did you just say?
Huh?
What did you just say about the rules?
The rules of the game, you got to follow them. You got to play the game.
And
yeah.
if you do that,
You
you
will
can
be
come up.
successful.
I'm trying to.
You know, your man Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy more than once.
Well, I guess
Dude is
what it
worth
is,
$10 billion.
His companies filed for bankruptcy, which is different than 50 as an individual. But I know he know what he doing.
Yeah,
50's no dummy.
Oh yeah. He
He gonna be
not
all
his
right,
first
y'all.
bankruptcy case. You gotta realize that they froze his personal account back in December when he lost the $17 million lawsuit to Sleek Audio.
If I was 50, I wouldn't have nothing in my name. Everything would be in my son's name, and you know, it's just because when you somebody like 50 and you got assets, people coming at you. Just like anybody rich. Ask anybody rich. They don't put themselves in certain situations because any little thing, somebody want to sue. They find out you involved, they gonna sue. I was watching I don't know if it was a movie or a show or something, but somebody famous was in the cab. It was a fucking Chris Rock movie. Did you see Top 5? That movie was whack, man.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
It was whack. It was
This kind of go back to what we was talking about last week.
what?
With the violence in Chicago.
Yeah.
A priest in Chicago has took aim at Chief Keef on Facebook and blamed him for encouraging the violence. Let me read what he said. His post yesterday at 8:52 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Keef has announced that he will hold a benefit concert to raise funds for his friends and the baby who were killed this past weekend. Really? Chief Keef is one of the reasons we have all this violence. He has been one of the encouragers of the violence. Instead of having a concert, why doesn't he man up and acknowledge it's time to stop this violence and apologize for his part in it? We don't need a concert. We need peace. 7 dead, 24 shot this weekend, and he wants to do a concert. Chief Keef, shut up.
You know, what I would say to, and that you said it's a pastor, right?
Father Michael Fledger.
And that's my problem with churches and church leaders is because I feel like, now, I mean, I grew up in Baptist church as a Christian. I would still consider myself somewhat of a Christian. I mean, I'm not a Bible thumper or nothing like that. I can't really recite no Bible verses to you or nothing. But I would, I identify with the story of Jesus and the ideals of sacrifice and kindness and love.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe in those things. And I feel like what he would really want and what the true message of Christianity is the peace and the love and being positive.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, you know, you do have to be stern, but overall, I just don't think that that what that pastor was doing right there, I don't think that's positive.
He's not a part of the problem. He's part of the. He's not part of the solution.
The solution, he's a part of the problem by saying something like that.
What is he doing for that family of the boy or the little girl that was ran over during the incident?
Right. Like Chief Keef is doing what he does. He is not He is not Pastor Chief Keef. It would be so disingenuous for him to come out right now and to suddenly, just because his homie got shot.
Let me read one of these comments. It says, so let me get this right. To help the families of the victims of street violence, you hold a concert to perform music that promotes street violence in a time and town where you and your crew are potential targets. Drugs are a horrible thing and destroy the brain.
Now, that's the other part of it, is where you say, okay, he's performing at the peace benefit. What songs is he going to do? Because, 87% of his Chief Keef songs is somebody's getting, it's going down.
That's something I meant to ask you earlier, and we kind of got off the subject. Because we was talking about what you play on a Friday night at Mutt's.
Yeah.
And then you had a wedding Saturday night.
Yes.
How many of those same tracks did you spin at that wedding that you spun
Good
at Mutt's?
question. Good question. I
mean, because it was a younger crowd.
I mean, I played Flick of the Wrist. I played
What did you follow Flick of the Wrist up with? Was it Flick of the Wrist and then something else hard? Or did you give them something and then you slow it down? I mean, you mellow it out and then you give them something again? Or what's the difference?
I think that that's where that's another variable that we have to throw in. Because when you're at a wedding, it's so much love in the air. You know what I mean? Everybody know each other. And if you don't know each other, you obviously only a person away from knowing each other. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like you got that feel. It's got that family reunion type vibe, to where now at some family reunions,
families don't
and
like
I've been at some weddings where there was some static. I've yet to see some actual blows, but there've been some altercations sometimes because that's the alcohol.
Right.
But
so it's not necessarily the music; it's the music and the alcohol.
It is. It's the music, the alcohol, the environment, and again, like I was telling you, I don't think we talked about this on air, but I have a theory. Again, at the top of the show, we talked about a night last night at the Munjust. There's a little altercation at the end of the night between some fellas. I was playing Wicked Games, y'all. I let my girl back home.
Hey.
I don't love her no more. Now, when I hear that,
right?
When I hear that, now that's what when I hear that,
right? You do what you did, like you say. You you get to looking around like
you be looking like, man, I'm trying to. Now. The last thing that I'm thinking about when I hear Wicked Games is, nigga, I'm gonna square up with this nigga. Now I heard there was some background story to it. You know what I mean? As it always is. We in a like flat out on Friday night in a city of 65,000. It's the hottest thing in town.
Right.
And it's not even that big of a spot. It's probably 200, a little over 200 people in there, and that's the most popping thing that's going on that night. So, you got people that are gonna cross paths, and that shit happens.
Respect for waiting to the end of the night because they were standing right next to each other the whole little hour that I was there.
That's and you know what? I guess that's where I really have not thought about it and put myself in those people's shoes, which I always kind of pride myself on doing, is put myself in other shoes when I'm trying to understand something that I don't understand. So when you just said that, I thought about it, and it's like, you know what? If I'm in this bar tonight, and I'm gonna fight this nigga, and I know I'm gonna whoop him. I might as well do it in here with all these people to where it's gonna be a commotion. I might be able to slip out and not get apprehended.
I swear, I seen the dude buy the dude a drink before the whole situation.
Oh,
I
no.
swear to God, bro. They was on
No.
chill. They was together like I brung him to the bar to beat the fuck out of him at the end of the night. I'm gonna get this nigga hammered, then I'm gonna give him the business.
No. No. Hey, we only got 10 minutes left. I wanted to talk about this.
Let's do it.
Because we was talking about freedoms, a lot of different things. The other night, there was an unfortunate accident in Lorraine where there were two young men, I believe they were both 17, were involved in a car accident. I believe they were speeding over some train tracks, hit a telephone pole, ran into a house, and they also hit a parked car. I believe it was parked, but the aftermath of it, the passenger passed away a day later, and
condolences.
Yes, rest in peace to that young man. And the driver, I believe, is still in critical condition. But the controversy that has come from it is from a 41-year-old man who, immediately after the crash, it was not Ty. I ain't gonna put his name out there. If you want to look it up, it won't be hard to find who it is. And but it's not about who he is. It's about the act. That's what I want to talk about. And that's he was one of the first people on the scene after the accident, and where a lot of people's reaction would be to do exactly what he did, because I'm not going to sit here and act like this is not something that people do all the time. But in this situation, where you have a car that is on fire, on its way to being on fire, if it wasn't on fire already, and two young gentlemen in very bad shape, he chose to film, which in this generation of the smartphone, World Star, Media Takeout, YouTube, it's what a lot of people do when crazy shit happens. They say, oh shit. In many cases, you may even hear people screaming in the background, World Star, World Star. This is what people do. So I'm not going to act like this is something crazy out of the ordinary. He's a prisoner of the moment, victim of the circumstance. But it's also a 41-year-old dude, and everybody is free to make their own choices and understanding the consequences or not. But where the controversy really comes from is, he opened the back door. He claimed it was to see if anybody was back there, which I believe. I believe that. But he's on the tape calling the kids idiots. Okay. Then does not help to try to get them out of the cars. Eventually, police come, police and neighbors get the kids out of the car. Fire department arrives. So this guy's got this video, which is very graphic, extremely graphic. Basically shows a dead kid, 17-year-old minor. Just was in a car accident, getting pulled out of a car. I'm not sure if he was deceased yet or not. But it's very graphic. There's blood. It's bad. He takes this video and offers to sell it to 2 news stations. Now, the news station sent out a release that said, that he offered the tape in exchange for a donation to a charity, which is not the same as selling it, in my opinion. And that's where, you know, the media and social media will not tell the whole story. Because I saw the paper reported that a cop said that he tried to sell it. Now, the actual news station said, not that he said, you know, I'm selling this to you. He specifically wanted a donation to a charity for it, which could still be construed as selling it. I see how the officer definitely saw that as selling it, but it's not exactly like it was going into his pockets or something like that. Not to justify the act. I'm just like, if we're going to talk about the facts, let's just put it all out there.
I don't think we got enough time to discuss this whole situation because I'm a videographer.
Okay. Yeah.
What was wrong with him selling the tape to the news? They do it all the time.
All the time, right?
So, I mean...
Did you see Nightcrawler?
Yeah, that's the whole movie was about. I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, did he cause the crash? Because,
No.
I mean, this whole little thing is just like, bam. And I'm here in Lorraine and didn't really get the whole little gist of it because I'll be here doing the radio thing.
Oh, yeah.
Really mess with the news because the news is so depressing. But I'm just saying, like, outside, we live in a world where everything is videotaped. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everything, like, that's been it was just a matter of time before this happened because it's been a something bubbling under the surface about all these fights. Like, why ain't nobody breaking these fights up? Why are people just filming these fights? I seen a fight the other day where it had to be 3 years old, 4 years old maybe. You're filming a 4-year-old fight. A little girl pushed the other little girl out the outside air conditioner, and they go get in her face. Okay, beat her up. Like, y'all filming that. Like, okay, we got to draw the line somewhere. But, and I don't want to put this in like no type of disrespectful way to the family or nothing like that, but from what I just looked up online, that car was pretty fucked up. I mean, he might have said some evil shit, but I guess I'd have been on the same track because that's what I would have did. I'd have put out my camera. That would have just been the videographer in me.
Well, unfortunately, in this case, and we will come back to it.
That's
I think
just like I
definitely
got footage
because
of Mutt and Jeff's too.
Oh yeah, nice. I want to see that. Definitely want to see that. We got, you know, this case is going to develop, but as of right now, I say case because as of today, it was in the paper that this guy was criminally charged with trespassing because he opened the car door just to film, though. Just to film is what they say. They say now if he would have went back there and been solely committed to trying to help, and it was obvious, nobody would have said anything. But he's got it documented that, yeah, I opened this car door, I got the camera all in here, I'm showing all this shit, and I'm really not offering any type of help right now. And I mean, I think that dude, man, somebody might fuck him up, man, because I've seen a lot of outrage.
I mean, but you got to look at yourself because
all the time.
Because, like I say, the
People
whole
watch
thing,
that shit.
We watch that shit,
Every
and
day.
that's what I've been trying to tell people on Facebook. Like, a lot of the same people I see bitching about, damn, he ain't even break it up. You just shared that shit.
Yep.
You click shared and shared it with all your friends. Like, if we wouldn't give it no recognition, then it wouldn't be a lane for it. But that's what we want to see. We want to see that type of stuff. Like, and that's fucked up that he in that situation and those kids are in that situation. But I mean,
we're gonna talk about this some more next week. I'm gonna leave y'all
that's
with that. That's a hot topic. Be careful with that share button. That share button is more powerful than y'all think it is, and we've talked about that before. So watch the share button. You're gonna catch us. We're gonna be broadcasting in some way, form, or shape. I'm gonna give a live report from Roverfest this weekend. We got some other things coming for you this week on since1974radio.com.
You got the O.G Show Saturday at
the
2
O.G Show Saturday. I got to meet those young ladies. How old are they?
They old enough.
Okay, that's why I seen them.
I ain't gonna put the women's age
They're
out
two
there.
nice looking young ladies,
Right.
and you know, before you know what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be careful with that type of stuff. You know, I don't want to be over complimenting young ladies that are under the age. But
and then you know, Ty here Monday through Friday from 10 to, from
and
noon
you
to 10
always
p.m.
know, tune in, tell a friend.
Real talk.
Don't wait for us to be on BET. Like
I got the Vontae Orr.
That's what we're gonna ride out with.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that.
Shout out to the homie Vontae Orr. This one of the only local songs that I could play right now in the middle of like my hype is set, and I don't lose no momentum because this shit is straight fire. Shout out to the homie. I'll be back next week. We're gonna try to do it on Tuesday, which is our regular scheduled day. But if we don't, we'll do it on Wednesday, and you can always catch us on YouTube. You can hit me up on Facebook.
Just go to the website. Don't even go to YouTube.
Don't go to YouTube.
Radio.
But see, we got to make sure that the archives is right because I went there today, you know. So we got to make sure all the shows is up there,
right? So
you can go get them because we're here to give the people what they want.
The Midwest best independent hip hop and R&B.
Every day. I am the DJ. It was a pleasure. Make sure you come back and kick it with your boy. For Ty House, it's me. We out.
You ain't mad at me, you mad at you. Purse. When I kill this shit, be glad that I do. They say I got next, had to make them wait so they think I'm on flex. Bars everywhere, you would think I'm on flex. If it ain't gon' net, I don't waste my breath. And the nigga got a bread. I'm here with the homies, she ain't fucking with the homies. Then she gotta lead, them boys getting tossed out. But I goes in, and I'm so in, you would think I had a wig. We do this shit with ease, go all the time, it don't matter the degrees. Perfecting my craft all time, no degrees. The way we lead the air, better grab to the trees. Nigga, please. 4-5-4, you niggas in the game and don't need no score. Shit look good and you know it's by or put an M on that, cause you know I got more. You know I got more from the wall to the floor. Should know by now I'm off the wall with the flow. Bitch, pipe down for that ass at the door. And if you bite down, well that ass gotta go. That ass gotta go. Winning all day, same bad kid that was in the hallway. And trying to be cocky, I'm just trying to say, if you love that girl, don't send her my way. Dinner all day, everybody eat, let you tell it, everybody street. Nigga get back, you know how to act, cause when I'm on track, everybody meet, speech. My nigga give speech. Speech. My nigga give speech. First. You ain't mad at me, you mad at you. First. When I kill this shit, be glad that I do. Mine don't chill, but it don't stop cause the grind so real. Bring your hand down, press mine on the wheel. GPS by the guide me the meal. Man, this shit so real, you don't even know the feeling. You can't know the deal, you don't even know the dealing. Nigga, I'm chillin', no really I'm chillin'. With a couple fans, I ain't even on the ceiling. Oh, so appealing, try and make a killing. Probably getting money, they don't know I'm in the building. My homie see red when you tryna play the villain. Couple dots on your head, how you looking like Krillin. Fifth in the sky, one more round. She like to get high before it go down. And when it go down, I gotta get up and get back to getting paid off announced. Never need niggas, I done made my rounds. I done low rain, I done made my sound. Gotta put in work, I'm taking you to church and it ain't too late. Nigga, say right now, you say right now, you say right now. Motherfucker later, I'ma say it right now. How you wanna play it? We can play it right now. You gon' love it later, so hate it right now. Come from a place where it ain't all fine. Time is money, so I take my time. News keep going, views keep flowing. Picture me rolling, 8 by 9, speech. Speech. My nigga give speech. Speech. My nigga give speech.
Lost and you lose and I win. You can find me on the block getting hot with my niggas. Work moving out, moving in. Catch me on the south side, getting that guap, getting that guap, getting that. Catch me on the south side, getting that guap, getting that guap, getting that. Catch me on the to fuck niggas up, I put niggas down. Real recognize real, so I don't come around. Y'all a bunch of clowns, how the fuck you down? Watch me pull they whole cards, fuck it man down. till a nigga see the heat. They don't really want that. They don't want that peace. We get junk every day of the week. Fuck nigga, yo. Blow is strong, getting gone like the wind. Niggas lost and you lose and I win. You can find me on the block getting hot with my niggas. Work moving out, moving in. Catch me on the south side, getting that guap, getting that guap, getting that. Catch me on the south side, getting that guap, getting that guap, getting that. Catch me on the jeans, Tim boots and hoodie under the belly, boy. I stay strapped up. That's Gucci over the semi, boy. Niggas act tough, turn Gucci, they not ready, boy. Better be cool, cooler than Fontarelli, boy. Shit can heat up, hotter than Shia Illinois. You gon' feel the pain right after you hear the noise. I ain't playing no games, homie, but I got me a toy. I'm from the barrio, I body you boys. Fuck niggas, I bust and touch niggas you trust. Your luck's up, time to give it to us, nigga. Break bread, we taking all of the crumbs with us. Every nickel and dime is considered a plus. It don't matter, heads or tails, your bitch is with us. She giving out head and smiling when you bust. Now that's a bad bitch, cause she don't give a fuck. Until she pull the strap out, a nigga give it up. Blow is strong, getting gone like the wind. Niggas lost and you lose and I win. You can find me on the block getting hot with my niggas. Work moving out, moving in. Catch me on the south side, getting that guap, getting that guap, getting that. Catch me on the south side, getting that guap, getting that guap, getting that. Catch me on the. I'm the doctor, don't holler at me if you ain't a nose patient. You're the best at it's your standing ovation. I run through tracks, Jesse Owens, he was racing, and I make your corner wet like when a skirt chasing. Loyal to the game and I move with the work. Eat pussy real good, won't move till it's work. Let my Virginia Tech get my nines with a finger. I can make your calves give up like LeBron was just injured. Life's a dice game, I dealt with snake eyes before. Now it's 6'5" and 4 is all that I roll. Hustle hard, every day is all that I know. Cause that OG, that purpose, like all that I smoke. Yeah, I must be anemic, keep the heat on for show. I'm a summer guy, even though I got that snow. Before it was Saran, Vaseline in the dope. Now Swisher is a rap shit, J.O.'s from the blow. Yo, blow is strong, getting gone like the wind. Niggas lost and you lose and I win.